So guys, we hear this all the time. A healthcare professional saying to a patient that their spine or their pelvis is out of alignment and is going to cause real problems for their pain and their future. But is it really true? Let's find out. Hey guys, Khaled here. Welcome back to Clinical Physio. So I've had so many patients in my time come to me really worried and scared because they've been told that their spine or their pelvis is out of alignment. What do? They sit differently. They have to try and stand differently. They spend all day working out whether or not their spine is in alignment or not. It must be pretty exhausting. But hey, do things have to be perfectly aligned after all? Here are some key thoughts to try and explain. So, point number one. When we measure bony landmarks on the spine or the pelvis, they are highly variable from one person to the other. How many different people are there on this planet? We don't all look the same. And in fact, those natural variances between one person to the other are really quite normal and means that we don't all have to be perfectly in line. In fact, research has shown that pelvic angles can vary by 11 degrees from one person to the other. So we're not all in line after all. Point number two. Our spine and pelvis changes shape and goes into different positions all day long, and actually that's really helpful for us. Think about you as an individual. When you stand, do you stand perfectly upright all day long? When you sit, do you sit perfectly upright all day long? Of course not. Sometimes we slouch a little bit on this side. Sometimes when we're standing, we stand a little bit on that side. We lean back, we're forwards. We do every kind of position. And actually this is really helpful for our body because different positions ease the pressure on different sections from time to time. So actually, it's better to change position rather than be perfectly in one position all day long. Point number three. We have natural variances in our posture and therefore natural variances in our alignment based on our hobbies, habits and occupations. For example, if you're working at a desk and you're left-handed, you're going to be using your mouse on your left side all day long. That's going to be very different to someone who's right-handed. Do they have pain because they've got a different hand dexterity? Absolutely not. Think about professional athletes, like a baseball pitcher for example. If they're right-handed, the muscles on the right side of their shoulder blade and shoulder are going to be much stronger than those on the left. Does that mean that they have pain just because they have a stronger side than the other, which might be pulling the spine a little bit in that direction? Absolutely not. Those natural variances don't mean pain at all. Point number four. We have Xray evidence of individuals in this world who definitely don't have a spine which is in line. Do they all have pain? Absolutely not. So for example, take those who have a scoliosis. This is an S-shaped curve in the back, and there are many people in this world who have a mild scoliosis with no pain at all. They are a perfect example which demonstrates their back is not perfectly in line and they don't have pain. It disproves the rule. Okay, so why are we going through this all? Why is it a problem? Well, as I said, I've had so many patients in the past who have been put in this position where they feel like they have to keep their spine perfectly in line, or that they have to attend therapy sessions every week for 5 to 6 months to get them back in alignment. The problem is that they get so scared, so worried, so fearful every second that their spine may not be in alignment. It must be mentally exhausting. Furthermore, we know that they have to hold themselves differently. They fix their muscles. They can't relax because they feel like they're trying to tense in order to keep themselves in line. They then get put through an X-ray machine or an MRI scanner where the examiner will measure to the exact degree and highlight to them the difference between right and left, which as we've said in this video is totally normal, but to the individual it gives them even more evidence of this apparent problem. Instead, we want to empower patients, and as physiotherapists we are in an amazing position to be able to do this by highlighting that the natural variances are normal, to allow our patient to feel that it's good to keep moving and that it's good to get strong so that we can help them and support them in a better life without them having to worry about their spine being in alignment all day long. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with someone who needs to watch it if they are worrying about their spine or pelvis being perfectly in line, and help us by smashing that like button so we can get the message out to as many people as possible. If you want more from us, we've got loads of resources on our Instagram channel at Clinical Physio and on our website clinicalphysio.com. My name's Khaled, thank you so much for watching. See you soon here on Clinical Physio.